Hello. Good evening, beautiful people. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Honest Conversations with Chinaza Favour. I see that you have been waiting. Pavenu, Japan. I see you. You are on time today. Isaac Chigozie, thanks for tuning in. Who else do I see here? Bright Jennifer. Thanks for joining. Lucky James, thank you for being here. Tonight, I'm very excited. I am excited because tables are going to be shattered tonight. Chidebere says, I've been waiting. Apologies for coming late. Sincere apologies. I had a little bit of technical difficulties backstage. Thank you for being here. Thank you. If you're excited, just let me know that you're excited. We have something wonderful and beautiful to talk about. Hey, let me just get ready because it's not going to be too funny tonight. Who is excited? Let me know. I, for one, am particularly excited for tonight. Chiamaka Simon, I see you. Who else is excited for tonight? We are going to be shattering tables. Because this table I'm about to talk about, it just has only 2 legs remaining, and we are going to just break it completely. Lucky James, I'm excited. I see you. Thanks for being here. Pavenu, I see that you're excited. Who else? Bright Jennifer is super excited, just like me. I am super excited. So tonight, we are going to be talking about personal hygiene and how it affects your confidence and self-esteem, right? So, how many of you here knew that personal hygiene is not all about feeling clean and keeping germs and dirts away? How many of you knew that it can affect your self-confidence, it can affect your self-esteem, it can affect your self-image? How many of you knew that? How many of you, just let me know if you had this idea that the way you take care of yourself can affect how you feel about yourself and how you perceive yourself. If you knew about it, let me know. Chigozie Isaac, I see you. You're excited. Who else? Chidebere Nebe, you're excited. I'm excited too. Esther Kele, you're excited. I'm happy to have you all here. So, let me tell you a story, a very short one. Okay, Chidebere Nebe says, okay, you knew about it. All right. That's great. So, some time ago, it's not like I am the dirty type. No, I'm not. But anytime I skip a personal hygiene routine, I feel terrible. I feel like something was wrong with me. I didn't know what was going on, I didn't know exactly why I was feeling that way. But at any point I skip brushing my teeth or taking my bath when I was supposed to, oh my God, come and see me now. I will start condemning myself before anybody will even have anything to say about, to say at all. I can see a unique book at the shelf. Of course. Thanks for paying attention to that. So I didn't know exactly what was going on with me. I didn't know what was wrong with me until I started, paying more attention. I saw the pattern it was going. If I didn't brush, if I didn't, take care of myself as I was supposed to, I felt really bad. And when I go, to meet anyone, I don't feel comfortable. I feel insecure, usually because of what? I didn't take care of myself as I should. So even when I was supposed to talk, I wouldn't talk. Even when I was supposed to do anything that was supposed, to speak up, I would not be able to speak up because I'd be wondering, I don't know if my mouth would be smelling or if, I have a body odor that people might be concerned about. So it was always telling on me. And it wasn't something that happened often, but at any point I skip, maybe I'm in a hurry and I skip a routine, that consciousness will just be there every single time. And it makes me to feel the worst. Okay. And I noticed also some people don't even realize this. Some people don't pay attention to this. Some people just, they don't mind keeping their routine. It's nothing to them. It's nothing for them to not brush. It's nothing for them to not bathe for days. And I'm wondering, how is it that you're comfortable without bathing, without brushing? How exactly do people do this? How do people do this? So when I noticed that, that when I saw what was going on with me, I had to start asking questions because I'm a researcher. My I use myself as an experiment every time. I experiment with myself a lot. And so I went on a research as always, and I saw that there is a direct link between personal hygiene and your sense of worth and self-image. All right. So that is what I'm here to teach you, and how exactly to take care of yourself so that you feel a lot more confident and a lot more empowered within you to the outside. Okay. So we know that personal hygiene is necessary to keep clean and keep viruses at bay. But how many of you knew that personal hygiene practices can affect your psychological health? I didn't know, but I know now. So whether you keep good personal hygiene, it will tell on you. If you keep poor personal hygiene, it is going to tell on you to a very large extent. Deborah Oye, thanks for being here. Lucky Nathan, thank you for being here. Power, Verla, is this your first time? Let me know if this is your first time because I know my frequent members here. Stephen Blessing, is this your first time? I don't remember seeing your comment before now. So a study by the International Journal of Cosmetic Science shows that there is a direct link between personal hygiene and mental health. A very direct link. So it's a direct relationship that they have. More like personal hygiene equals partial. It's a partial fraction. Equals to self-confidence, positive self-confidence, or positive self-esteem, right? And it's not an inverse relationship where one increases and one decreases. No, it is a direct relationship. Wizan Tech, it's good to have you here. It seems this is your first time, right? Let me know if this is your first time. Let me know. All right. So what is personal hygiene? Personal hygiene is simply how you take care of yourself, how your routine, your personal hygiene routine, how you bathe, how you ensure that your body is properly taken care of, and your space. Because when we hear personal hygiene, what comes to mind usually is just the body, right? Your own body, but it extends also to what happens around you. Oh, we start with Zantech says it's your first time. Good to have you here. Please, Lucky James, give him Zobo and is it Dodo or Puff Puff? Just ask him the one he wants. We have them in abundance. So, personal hygiene, when we hear personal hygiene, it's not just about your own body. It's not just about bodily hygiene. Anything that concerns you, that is in your space, is a personal, is your personal space. And so how you take care of it can have a direct relationship to, or a direct effect on how you feel about yourself. So let me give you an example. If in this room that I am now, something is out of place. In fact, yesterday, I felt terrible. I felt like a loser. Do you know why? Because my room, I came back to school 2 days ago. So I was there to put everything in order. So yesterday, I was just feeling lazy. I didn't do much. I didn't do much to put the room in order. It's not like it's too scattered, but my brain is already wired in a way that if anything is out of place, it affects me to a very large degree. So there were some books here and there. Some of my toiletries were not, put in place. I felt like it was the end of the world. I felt lazy. I felt stupid. I don't know, just name it. I felt all of those things. Why? Because my personal space was not put in place. It was not put, was not well taken care of. And it also affects my productivity, my level of productivity. If my space is scattered, if anything is out of place in my circle or wherever I am, I will not be able to concentrate until I go back and fix that thing that is out of place. That is the only time I will be able to do what I'm supposed to do, focus, concentrate on whatever task that I have at hand. So your personal space, the cleanness of your personal space has a very huge effect on you, the same way your bodily cleanness has effect on you psychologically. So that is what we are here to talk about. All right. So I recommend, first of all, before you think of your personal hygiene for others, because usually your personal hygiene is not just for you, it is for yourself and for people around you. You don't want to come into a space and people are holding their breath because of you. You don't want to come to a meeting and people are isolating themselves from you and you don't even know why. You don't want to come to a place and you cannot even hug someone, or when someone hugs you, they're just quick to withdraw from that hug because of the odor or the scent coming out from coming from you, right? You want to ensure that while you feel good, the person around you, people around you are comfortable also. You don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. That is wickedness. Wickedness in the highest places. Yes. Victor is talking about mouth odor. Well, we are here to talk about personal cleanliness. And so all of those things are going to be talked about. Okay, that is why I said that the table is going to be shattered today. Today, it's going to be shattered. By the way, it's good to have you here, Victor. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So start with your external space, all right? Ensure that your external space is good. Some of you, your bathrooms are not well taken care of, and I'm wondering why. This is where you do your business. This is where you do many things, yet you don't take out time to clean your toilet. You don't take out time to scrub the walls of your bathroom. You're bathing, you don't even want your body to touch the wall because it's dirty. When was the last time you washed the walls of your bathroom? When was the last time you washed the glass of your bathroom door? When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you washed your toilet thoroughly? When was the last time you did that? Let me know, because I'm going to expose all of you here. Esther, it's good to have you here. Good evening. When was the last time you did that? That is also part of your personal hygiene. Did you know that? Did you know that? You don't take care of where you do most of your business, your intimate business, and you come out. It's the audacity for me. How you come out from a dirty place like that and you go outside to prove boss, to show that you are big. If you're not big from your inside, from your house, I wonder what bigness you're talking about. It's important that you wash your bathroom, you take care of your restroom, so that whenever you go there, you feel comfortable. Actually, okay, I'm not going to mention this. But my family knows that whenever I'm in the restroom, just leave Chinaza. Just leave her. But if it's dirty, I wouldn't stay long in the bathroom or in the restroom, wherever. So it's important that you keep your space clean. All right? You don't have to clean it daily. All right? You don't have to clean daily, but it's important that you clean at least weekly, at the very least. Weekly, wash your bathroom. I'm not going to talk about your kitchen and every other place. This is intimate areas that I'm talking about. Okay? Next time we are going to, or some other time we are going to talk about cleanliness in general, but today we're talking about personal hygiene. Don't worry, I'm still getting started. Okay? Ensure, now let's talk about self-image. How do you perceive yourself? If you're not feeling good about yourself, if you don't feel good, you cannot do good. I hope you know that. If you're not clean, you will not feel good. and you cannot perform well. So it is important that you take care of your body. Your body. If you don't feel good from the inside to the outside, you cannot perform well because that insecurity will be there. So how do you perceive yourself? For me, there's nothing that gives me confidence than when I know that I am clean. I cannot leave this house without, I cannot leave this door without feeling fresh. It's important for me, not even for any other person. It's important for me. It's very important for my mental health and my perception of myself that I take care of my body. All right. So let's now run through quickly. I don't want us to stay too long here. Let me run through quickly some of the things that I wrote down here that we need to do. All right. The first thing is regular bath. Have regular baths, have regular showers. Some of us can go 3 days without bathing. What exactly is our problem? What exactly is your problem? You go 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, some even 4 days without bathing. Like, I don't understand. Please bathe at least once a day. It is what is recommended. Don't listen to those ones that say if you bathe daily, you are going to strip your skin of natural oils and all that. Yeah, it can be if you're using harsh chemicals, harsh soaps. But it is necessary that you wash your body every day, right? Especially if you're the type that sweat or if you're the spotty type, you should bathe at least twice a day. It is very, very important to ensure that you keep germs away and you feel fresh. Okay, that feeling of freshness. Okay, I'm coming to that, right? This will help to keep body odor away. You don't want to go out and people are just covering their noses and holding their breath because of you. You don't want to make anybody uncomfortable because you've not bathed. Ogbeni, we don't want that. I'm sure you've been in buses where your passenger, the next passenger seated beside you, has body odor. How did you feel? Comfortable or not? So if you didn't feel comfortable, why would you want to put another person in that kind of situation? And most times, the people who have the body odor don't even realize it. They don't even know it. Now, I understand that some people, even though they bathe every day, they still have body odor. But that is why it is important to be self-aware. Self-awareness is not just something that happens in the mind or psychological. It is physical too. It is physical. Knowing your body, knowing things about yourself, knowing how you smell. Ladies, I'm still coming. Guys, I'm still coming to you. I'm still coming to more intimate parts. All right? So take care of your body. You don't want body odor of any sort. You don't want to smell foul in any way. It is important. Someone like me that gives hugs a lot. I give hugs a lot. In fact, I share hugs. So if I don't take care of myself very well, if I don't wash properly, I would be smelling. I would be giving out bad odor to anyone that I'd want to hug. I don't want anybody to withdraw when I'm hugging the person. That would be very embarrassing. I don't want that. And nobody would want that too. You wouldn't want that for yourself too. You don't want people to isolate themselves from you just because of the way you're smelling. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good. And also, why should you wash daily? When you are not taking care of your skin properly, right, you're going to have patches on your skin. You're going to have patches really on your skin. So we don't even need to ask you how often you bathe for us to know whether you take care of your skin or not. Or we don't even need to ask you how well you sponge yourself. Can I even talk about this? Tell me yes. Tell me yes. How well do you sponge yourself? How well do you sponge yourself? Oh my God. Those of you that brag that you just spent 2 minutes in the bathroom, How do you do it? Please tell me. How exactly do you do it? You just get into the bathroom, you pour water on your body, you're out. Are you kidding me? How about taking time to bathe yourself? How about taking time to sponge yourself? Are you going to die? Is anybody going to die if you do that? My family knows that when it's time for me to take my bath, everybody, they just let me be. In fact, I ensure that I'm done with whatever I'm doing before I go to take my bath because I don't want any disturbance. They know it. I take my time to bathe myself. You should. Don't be those ones that are 2 minutes and 3 minutes people. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to be proud of, really, because 1 minute you are done. You've poured water on your body. I've not used 1 minute to even get ready, not to talk of pouring water on my body or turning on the shower. But some of you, 5 minutes, you are done. And then you are bragging. See you, if you get in there now, you spend 1 hour. With me, I just took 5 minutes to bathe. It doesn't make sense. So ensure that you sponge very well, please. Ensure. Some of you have some marks or some flaky skin at the back of your ears like this. You don't take time to wash the back of your ears. I've seen many adults who don't pay attention to their ears. They just wash the face, wash the neck, and they are off. But please take time and wash your ears. Personally, I have a phobia. I've not seen anyone else who has this phobia. I have phobia for water getting into my ears. Serious phobia. So I don't even pour water on my ear. I don't pour water on my ears. But I have found a way to clean my ears while in the bathroom. Right? Because it is important. I don't want anybody to look at me from the back and see some creases or some flaky skin at the back of my ear, or I could touch my ear like this and it's flaky. It doesn't make sense. Please, let us repent, right? And when you are bathing, please, you see all those crevices. I'm not going to mention names. I would have mentioned names, but I'm just being a good girl, right? All those crevices, in your groin area, please wash your body well. Wash your body well. Men, wherever that's place that your legs, your thighs meet your upper body, please wash your body well. Wash your bum well. It's important. It's important. And when you use the restroom, what do you do? How do you clean up? How do you clean up? We used to talk about our Muslim friends. I was one of those people who used to say, what's with Muslims and bidet? That's stuff that they used to pour water on their bum after pooping. I was like, why would anybody use water afterwards? But when I started using it, I didn't even want anything else. I don't even use tissue anymore. Now, this is very private, right? But that is why I'm here to talk about things that are private so that we can learn. At any point you start taking care of your body, you want to feel clean at every point in time. You want to feel refreshed at every point in time. Going to the loo or to the toilet doesn't mean that you have to, from then on, you now start, being smelly or something. And ladies, when you are out, many toilets, many public toilets or toilets in public places do not have bidet, where we can use water, or many of them may not have tissue. I'm not really a huge fan of tissues, right? So you could go with wipes. You could have wipes in your bag for when you do your business in the restroom. It keeps you fresh for longer. I'm a huge fan of feeling fresh every single time, so that you are confident. It's a confidence booster, guys. A very big confidence booster. If you didn't know it, I'm telling you now that it is a very big confidence booster, right? Another one is washing of hands. How many of us wash our hands often? This one is not even about COVID, right? It's about your personal health and your, for cosmetic purposes also, because we're not talking about diseases here. We're talking about cosmetic reasons and for psychological reasons. So when you don't wash your hands often, your hands are very quick to trap germs, right? It's what you use to touch almost every surface, right? So when you don't wash your hands often, if you're like me, I touch my face a lot. That's why I get, that's why I have lots of acne. Some of them actually. But if I wasn't washing my hands very well, my whole face would be filled with acne, right? But if you wash your hands well, maybe you might be doing anything and your face and your hand touches your face or just any part of your body. So you want to ensure that you are not transferring germs from your hands to your face or any intimate part of your body, right? So it's important to wash your hands, the crevices of your hands. I believe the COVID pandemic already showed us or taught us how to wash our hands properly, right? Another thing also is to clean your mobile phones. How many of us clean our mobile phones? I'm guilty of this. I am guilty of this one. I don't clean my mobile phone as often as I should, and it's not good, right? Why? Because your mobile phone is what you touch you always touch it with your hands. You go with your mobile phones to everywhere, to the toilet if you're like me, to the kitchen, you keep it on the kitchen counter. You anywhere you go, you keep your phone, right? And your phone keeps picking up germs. Now you could just pick up your phone when a call comes up, you pick it up and you answer a call. This is touching your face and every other part of your body. And so you are transferring germs from your phone to your face. Why am I particular about the face? Because your face is what people see mostly first. That your face is what people use to identify you. So it's important to ensure that your face is in its best state. Right? You don't want hyperpigmentation. You don't want patches on your face. You don't want excess acne on your face. You want your face to look fresh and clean all the time, or well, most of the time. So anything that will transfer germs from wherever to your face, you don't want that. You want to ensure that it is properly taken care of. Right? So it's important that you clean your phone, your phone casing with alcohol, right? Or with a sanitizer like Mr. Lucky suggested. Just clean your phone. Another thing is oral health. Can we talk about this one? Can we talk about oral health, guys? Now, let me tell you a little bit a story about myself. Whenever I feel sad, whenever I don't feel too good about myself, I immediately go and brush. And after doing that, I feel good. I feel so good. I've tried to conduct a research on this, whether brushing the teeth has any relationship or any link with positivity or positive self-worth. But I've not been able to find a study on that. I don't think people have paid attention to that, but I'm sure it must have a relationship, because no matter how bad I feel, once I go, even if I'd brushed before, maybe in the morning, and in the afternoon I'm not feeling good about myself, I just go and brush, and almost automatically I start feeling a lot better about myself. But then let me see what you wrote. I do clean my mobile phone, but with baby wipes. I wasn't doing it because I considered it as hygiene, but because I didn't like my phone looking dirty. Okay, now you have more reasons to keep it going. Well done. So I didn't find any study on that part, but what I saw online was that it was linked to general wellness. Like if you take care of yourself as a whole, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. But I know that brushing, I'm still going to keep looking for a research on that, but brushing can improve your mood. Honestly, I don't know how that is related, but it is true. So let's talk about oral health. Have you spoken with someone who has mouth odor? An experience I had just came back to me and I had to take a deep breath. It is always not good, right? So while we talk about people who have mouth odor, it is important that we pay attention to ourselves too. I'm huge on criticizing myself first before I look at any other person to criticize. You see this thing they call morning breath. You wake up in the morning and you can't even open your mouth to talk because your mouth is smelling. There's nothing called, okay, it's called morning breath, but it can be avoided, it can be prevented. Okay, you don't have to wake up in the morning feeling or with your mouth feeling like something died in there. You don't want that. You want to wake up in the morning and greet anybody. If you're married, you want to wake up in the morning and kiss your spouse, right? Your mouth cannot be smelling like that, and you want your spouse to kiss you. How now? How now? And then when they don't, you say they don't love you enough, that they are avoiding you, or they. Come on, this is sanitation that we are talking about. This is hygiene that we're talking about. So it is important. It is important that you brush twice daily. That is what dentists. That is the normal standard. That is what dentists advise, right? That you brush daily, twice. But some people brush after every meal. Well, it's not absolutely necessary, but if you can, good. I don't brush after every meal. I brush twice daily. I brush in the morning and I brush in the night just before I go to bed. Okay, you brush with a fluoride toothpaste. Fluoride toothpaste. It's very important, please. Pay attention to that. And you floss. How many of us know about flossing? Please let me know if you know about flossing the teeth. Many people don't know about flossing. Flossing is a way to, brushing can only do so much. Brushing, it can only do so much. You're just cleaning your teeth like this and like that, right? But flossing is when this is the floss that I use, right? I don't like that thread one because I feel it's kind of disgusting because I have to keep putting my hand in my mouth and all that. So this is a lot better for me. This helps to, take out food particles from in between your teeth. So you have a better smile. And if you don't floss and you just brush, all right, those food particles in between your teeth are still going to, the bacteria in your mouth is still going to, are still going to work on those food particles that are trapped in between your teeth. So you cannot avoid, morning breath or afternoon breath or evening breath, whatever you call it. So it's important that you floss very well after each meal and after brushing, right? To ensure that your teeth is in its best state possible. And also try to, I'm guilty of this and I want to start making amends. Try to visit a dentist at least once a year to keep, to ensure that your mouth is in its best shape. Many African countries or many Africans don't pay attention to this. They only visit the dentist when they have issues, when their teeth, when they start having toothache, which is not good. If you were visiting a dentist as often as you should, whatever that could have been the reason for your toothache would have been diagnosed or noticed before it began. But you didn't. So you only got to go because your tooth is aching. It's not right. Right? And also proper cleaning of the teeth. If you go to your dentist, he's going to properly clean your teeth. I'm going to do that because I like having bright smile, even though my teeth are not white in color. But there's something about just knowing that it is clean. It doesn't have to be white to be clean, right? But there's something about knowing that your teeth, your mouth is in its best state possible. Now, shall we talk about brushing the tongue? Many people think that it's just about brushing the teeth. I see many adults who do that. They just brush their teeth and they are off. And you wonder why by afternoon their mouth is still smelling. Yep, their mouth is smelling. If they keep their mouth closed for, let's say, 5 minutes, if they open it, you want to run away. It's not like they didn't brush in the morning, but they didn't brush properly. They didn't wash their mouth properly. So when you brush, bring out your tongue and brush properly. Brush your tongue. It's your tongue that is the breeding ground for the bacteria the most, not even your teeth. So ensure that your tongue is properly brushed and your upper palate, this upper part of your mouth. Many people don't pay attention to that also. If you brush it, you're going to see some slimy mucus coming out, from there. It is fine, but ensure that you remove old ones so that new ones can form. This is to help with digestion. But you don't want to leave old mucus or old slime up in your upper palate. You don't want that. Clean the sides of your mouth. Clean the inner parts of your teeth, of your gums. Now, here's a rule of thumb, okay? If you are brushing and the brush touches your gum, this one is about brushes now. If the brush touches your gum and it is painful, chances are it is not healthy for your teeth, right? See brushing as you're not scrubbing your teeth. Like your teeth is not a charcoal pot that you scrub to make white. You scrub dirt out of your teeth, but you don't scrub it like it's a charcoal pot. Some of you that use smoker's brush, please stop. I don't know why you do that. Use toothbrush that is gentle enough for your tongue and gentle enough for your gums. If they are gentle for your gums and your tongue, then they are perfectly okay for your teeth. The goal is to brush often. It's not like it is your last time brushing. Like if you don't brush this one now, you're going to die. Or after brushing, you're going to die. So you want to brush everything that you will brush in a day, in a year, in a day. Please, pity your pity your teeth, your mouth. All right. Another thing as regards oral hygiene is when you are out, it's important to have mint in your bag. Okay. If you don't have mint, not everyone likes having mint in their mouth. Having sweets or those lozenges in their mouth. So you could have mouthwash, or you could have mouth spray. So maybe if you just finished eating in the afternoon and you have a meeting to attend, and you cannot go to a bathroom to wash your mouth or anything, or to rinse your mouth, you could just use your mouth spray and spray in your mouth for fresh breath. You want to talk with confidence. That is the goal here, right? You want to talk knowing that nobody is going to feel, no odor is going to come out of your mouth. You want to know that, hey, I ooze freshness. Come here. In fact, you'll be very comfortable whispering into someone's ear because you know that you are good to go. All right. So let's talk about your nails. Your nails. Someone like me, I like keeping long nails. It's just that nature didn't bless me with long nails. If I had long nails, if I had strong nails, I would be keeping really long nails. But once they grow a little, they just, my nails are very brittle. But those of you that like keeping long nails, please wash your hands more often than most people. Why? Because dirt can get trapped in your nails, right? And germs can breed there. Even if you have short nails too, please ensure that you clean your nails as often as possible. As often as possible. It is very, very important. I've met people who looked good, who wore good clothes, but I looked at their nails. They weren't, they didn't have Cortex or Cortex. I don't know how it's called. They didn't have Cortex, but their nails were just, the inside of their nails, you could see dirt trapped inside there. People can immediately judge your hygiene practices based on that directly, like without even thinking twice about any other thing. So ensure that your nails are properly cleaned and manicured, right? And your feet also. We don't pay much attention to our feet. I don't know why. But ensure that your feet are properly manicured, your toenails are cut and properly. Is it pedicure? I don't know which one is pedicure and which one is manicure, but whichever one, ensure that your nails are properly, are cut and your feet is looking good. All right. Another one is intimate care. Intimate care. I'm going to talk to the ladies now. Our bodies require that we take care of it more than our male counterparts. So we need to pay more attention to our hygiene practices than the other gender. So women, if you are in your periods, it's important, very, very important that you change your menstrual product every 4 hours, right? It's important. Or maybe that you didn't have the chance to change your menstrual product. Change it every 6 hours. That you're so busy, 6 hours is fine. You cannot afford to have one menstrual product, maybe a pad or a tampon or a menstrual cup in for as long as possible. No, even if it is not full yet, take it out and put a clean one. You want to feel fresh. You don't want to feel uncomfortable. You don't want to feel like something is wrong with you. When you're not comfortable down there, it's going to show in your carriage. It's going to show in the way you talk, in the way you relate with people. It's going to show. People may not know exactly what's wrong with you, or may not, be able to pinpoint why you're behaving the way you're behaving, but it shows. If you're uncomfortable, unless you are a very carefree type and you don't even care what's going on down there, it doesn't even affect how you relate. But if you're very self-aware like me and you are careful with how you feel and all that, it's going to show. You're going to be very uncomfortable. Personally, I wouldn't even want to relate with anyone if I am in that state, and I don't ever want to get in that to that point. So when you are in your monthly flow, please take extra care of your body and use water before you change your pad, before you change your tampon, before you change your menstrual cup. Wash your hands before, and when you are done, wash your hands after. These things that are written on the packs, they're not for formality's sake. They are just to help us keep clean as much as possible. Don't you think so? And I've already talked about it before when I talked about bathing. Wash your intimate areas, men and women alike. I don't understand why adults will not pay attention to these things. I don't get it. You don't wash your intimate areas very well, and then you're complaining that your wife or your husband is running away from you. Why won't they run away from you? If you were in their shoes, would you stay? Would you stay? All these 5 minutes people in the bathroom. So ensure that you take your time to wash your intimate parts very well, so you feel clean and good. All right, men, please ensure that where your thighs and your upper body meets, that crease, wash very well. Wash very well. Dirt can get trapped in there. Wash very well. And your armpits, men and females alike, wash very well. Okay. Another one is to invest. Okay, before I move on to that, women, please pay attention. You don't need to put anything in there to clean your body. You don't need to do that. It is not necessary. Your body is self-cleansing. Whatever comes out is what should come out. Don't put any, is it called douche or enema in to wash anything off. Please stop. It's not necessary. Okay? It is absolutely unnecessary for you to do that. In fact, you might be causing damage, more harm than good to your body, because when you do anything in there that is not necessary, you'll be altering the bacterial percentage in your body, right? So you'll be either making it There's a particular pH that your body is supposed to have. Women, your private part is supposed to be a little bit acidic, right? But if you keep changing the pH level, if you keep doing those things to your body, you'll be changing the pH level. It's going to be imbalanced, and it's going to be a breeding ground for bacteria, because the bacteria in your body there, is supposed to thrive. The good bacteria in your body is supposed to thrive under those acidic conditions. But when you keep changing the pH level, you're giving room for other harmful bacteria to breed, and it's not good for you. So you start having infections and all that. Not necessary, don't you think so? So stop putting anything in there and just clean. And all these scented feminine wipes and all that, feminine wash, I don't get why you use those things. Warm water and mild soap is good for you, and you're good to go, right? Another one is to invest in good undergarments. Invest in good undergarments. Undergarments. I'm huge on this. I spend a lot more on undergarments than what people can see. And by undergarments, I mean underwears, panties, bras, for men, boxers, singlets. When you wear something that is good, something that is not torn, something that is not dirty, you feel good about yourself. Believe me, if you've not tried this before, try it. Go to the market, buy a good set of underwears. If you wear it, even though nobody sees what you're putting on, your self-confidence will just hit the roof. I'm telling you the truth. So invest in quality underwear and throw away those torn undergarments, please. Can you please? All those, you know what I'm talking about. Please, those ones that are no longer serving you, throw them away. Let them go. In fact, burn them. Do anything you want, but don't wear them anymore. Because when you wear a bra that is not, that's no longer cupping your boobs very well, or you wear a pants that is not dirty but is already worn out, or you wear a boxer for men that you've worn for years and it's already begging for help, you don't feel good. You feel insecure. But when you wear something that is brand new, maybe not brand new, but something that is clean, something that is good, something that looks good, you're going to feel good. This is one hack. This is one confidence hack that I have. You will never see anything that is worn out or old in my closet. No, you will not. Especially if it's an undergarment. If it's something that people see, I don't even pay much attention to these kinds of clothes that people see. But what I wear inside, it is premium, and you should invest also in that. It's going to help you a lot. All right. So you want to feel good from the inside out. You want to feel good from what people cannot see to what people can see. When you build your confidence from the inside, it is easy for that to translate to self-confidence on the outside. Okay. Another one is to, spend on or invest in scented products like perfumes, like body sprays, like deodorants, antiperspirants. Please. Even if you don't have body odor, I celebrate you. I celebrate grace. But please, if you'll be going out, please use perfume. It will not take you to hell. Use perfume. You want to smell good. Even if it's not for anybody, or even if it's not for you, for the sake of the people that you'll be meeting outside. Because if you're going to be outside for some time, you're going to sweat, won't you? And when you sweat, the fat in your body is what determines the kind of odor that you have. We all have distinct body odors. Not bad, but the kind of fat that we have, it just shows how different that they're going to be. And if you sweat a lot, it's important that you use perfumes. You use body sprays, you use deodorants for your armpits, for your underarms. Deodorants, antiperspirants, whichever one you want. Okay? Use these things. They're going to help you to be more confident. They're going to help you to be more bold to talk to anyone, to meet anyone. When you get to a party, you are okay with hugging anyone if hugging is your thing, like me. Or when you go to any function or any conference, you are okay talking to anyone. You don't try to hide because you don't know. I don't know if I'm smelling. I mean, if you will smell nice. And there's a thing about smelling nice. When you smell nice, people want to hang around you for longer. So that's a hack. Another one is to keep your hair clean. Keep your hair clean. This goes both ways for men and women. If you're a man and you keep afro, this is important for you. Please keep your hair clean. If you are a lady, please, oh, I'm begging, keep your hair clean. You see all those those of you that will carry your hair for 2 months, one hairstyle for 2 months, there is God. Those of you that will go 2 weeks and 1 month and 2 months without washing your hair, what exactly is your mission? What exactly? Tell me, come and whisper to me. What is your mission on earth? Do you want to kill somebody's son or somebody's daughter? When I was entering buses, I have been in buses where the next passenger or the person sitting close to me, the hair was smelling so bad I could not breathe. See, terrorism has several sides to it too. It's not only when you are carrying guns and you are carrying, you're a suicide bomber, that's when you are called a terrorist. Please, stop terrorizing people around you. Please. Wash your hair as often as possible. Personally, I wash my hair every week, all right? And then I deep condition it every 2 weeks, yes. If washing your hair every week is not ideal for you, you can wash every 2 weeks. Wash it often. Keep your hair clean. Ensure that your hair is properly taken care of. You make good styles. Even if you're not plaiting your hair, you need to, ensure that you have nice hairstyle. Because if you're not properly kept, if you're looking unkempt, you are going to feel insecure. There's no two ways about it. Unless you are very carefree, you don't even care about yourself and how you look and how people see you. But I'm talking to the people who want to, influence people with their charisma and their aura. When you are not properly kept, when your hair is dirty, when your hair is smelling, you cannot be free to relate with people. I remember going 2 weeks without washing my hair. My goodness, others can wash their hair every 2 weeks. It's fine. But for me, I've been able to train my scalp to, I told my scalp, we are going to be washing you every week. So it's already used to that routine. So once it passes 1 week, 7 days that I didn't wash my hair, it will start becoming scratchy. And I'll just be scratching, scratching my hair like a mad person. And if it ever gets to 2 weeks and I didn't wash my hair, I'll start feeling like anybody that visited to me will be perceiving the odor from my hair. Even though there might not be any odor, but personally, I'll be feeling insecure. I would not even want to get close to anybody. I can't even hug anyone because when you hug somebody, your hair now, the scent of your hair will be perceived by the person. So I feel very, very insecure and less confident in myself when I'm not properly kept, especially my hair. It's very, very important for me. So as a lady, you want to ensure that your hair is in a very good condition. If you cannot afford going to a salon, you can wash it on your own. It's not that expensive. Taking care of your hair is not that expensive unless you want it to be. All right. Another one, I think the last one here, is to dress the part. Dress the part. Dress the part. Please, wear good clothes. Wear good clothes. If you don't wear good clothes, I think this one is very, very clear and obvious. When you're not wearing good clothes that are fit for where you are going, you're going to feel left out, or you're going to feel like you don't belong here because you're not dressed the part, right? You cannot be going to a wedding and you're wearing your pajamas or you're wearing one kind of clothes like that. If you want to attract the people that you need to attract, you have to invest in yourself, right? You have to invest in in aesthetics. That's the word. You have to invest in how people see you. You have to invest in what people can see about you, right? If you're wearing a cloth that requires a cuffling, get good cufflinks and, dress well, get good ties for men, women, whatever thing that you're putting on, dress the part, look the part, and nobody will look down on you. Because if your personal hygiene is not well taken care of, you're going to suffer from depression. How? Because people are going to isolate you. And isolation leads to feeling of loneliness, which leads to depression and anxiety. You start feeling like nobody wants you. Meanwhile, it is your practices that leads to people not wanting to associate with you. You don't want that for yourself. All right? So I think that is all that I have here about personal hygiene. Let me see what you have written here. If you have any question, please ask before I go off. All right? When you're saying guilty, I think you sent this when I was talking about menstrual products. I thought it was okay to use just a single pack of sanitary pads every month. I choose not to economize my sanitary pads anymore. Please, if you can afford to not use just one. I don't know how many they are in the pack that you use. I don't use pads, so I don't really know how many there are. But if you can afford to use more, please, it's important. Please, you want to feel as clean and as fresh as possible. I mean, periods are not dirty. It is what you do in your period that makes it dirty or not. I love my periods. I love menstruating. I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a reminder of my femininity. So I treat myself as sacred whenever I'm menstruating. I feel very good about it. So it's not even something to be ashamed of. It's not something to be shy about, right? If you do it right, you want to you feel your best even with the cramps because you really cannot run away from that sometimes. What else do I have here? Okay, no other question. Do I have a question? Who else do I have? Let me know. You have any question? Let me know. Did you enjoy this session? Believe me, I was being very, very modest with my words. I could have called things the way they are or mentioned some names, but I don't know what guidelines, that YouTube had so that they don't ban my video or delete my channel. So we thread with caution. All right? But you get the gist, right? If you don't pay attention to your personal health, your mental health is going to suffer, right? Your self-esteem is going to suffer. Your sense of worth is going to suffer. You will not have the confidence to stand before anyone, to talk to anyone, because your mouth is smelling, because your hair is smelling, because your body is smelling. If you're very self-conscious, you'll be able to perceive the smell from your own body. So you can imagine what another person might be perceiving. You don't want that. So in order for you to get the confidence to talk, to meet anyone, to hug anyone, to relate with anyone the way you want and talk however you want to talk, you need to ensure that your personal hygiene game is top notch. Top notch. And that is where we come to the end of this session. I don't want it to get to pass 1 hour. I hope you had a wonderful time with me. I had a wonderful time with you hosting this episode of Honest Conversations with Chinaza, because here we talk about those things that I usually not talk about. Glorious Emmanuel, you are here. I didn't know you were here. It's good to have you here. It's good to have you. So here we talk about those things that people don't usually talk about, those hush topics. We talk about it here openly because we want people to learn, want people to do better. And I'm all about your personal wellness, right? I don't care about your professional life. I just want you to flourish in your personal life, because if you flourish in your personal life, your professional life will, as a result, flourish too. So here's where I draw the curtain. I hope you have a wonderful night rest and see you next Thursday. Remember, every Thursday we come here, we meet. Whether I post anything or not, just come here and wait for me. We are meeting every Thursday. All right, unless something else happens and I put it out that it's not going to happen. So take a very good care of yourself and have a wonderful night rest till next week, same time, same station. Bye.